Hello, wild souls, and welcome back to the vlog. So it's been since about June since I posted a vlog, and I wanted to catch y'all up because it's been a wild, busy couple of months. I'll start with July. July was my birthday, my fiance Dieter's birthday, who you see here. Just been really fun, present month, beautiful. I'm a sucker for birthdays. Something about me. In August was a little bit denser. We had a few things go on. Our family cat Blue passed away. What else? My computer broke. I also held an in-person rune class at the metaphysical store that I read at. This is clips from that store in the last ceremony which we held. It was incredible. I love doing in-person events and teachings, so it was kind of an up and down type of month. Me and my fellow shamanic friend and practitioner Shannon began holding also in-person ceremonies for our community here in Colorado Springs. We started to build that in August as well and are continuing to try to grow that circle. And lastly, in the month of September, we went to Spain as a family to celebrate my brother's wedding. It was beautiful, and I shared lots more about it on my Instagram if you want to follow along. That's the catch up. Now let's get into this vlog for the week. So after lots of travel and all the things, I've been working on trying to reconnect to my body. This week I was focusing on doing that by connecting my workouts to my hormone cycles and playing with that recently. I'll keep you updated on that journey. Hello. Hope you've been enjoying this vlog so far. Getting back in the groove as I try to set up the camera, which is just my phone, by the way. Haven't ventured off into using my fancy camera. So I just came home, went to the mailroom and picked up a letter. This letter was from somebody who messaged me on my Etsy page. If you don't know, I sell a deck that I created called the Wild Wolf Tarot. Main platform right now is Etsy. And so when someone purchased this deck, they sent me a message saying they wanted to send me a little token of gratitude. And I received that token today in the form of this beautiful letter. And I feel like reading it out loud on the vlog. So here it is. Briöna, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm the one who messaged you on Etsy asking how to send you a small token of how thankful I am. Sorry this has taken so long. I was going through a move and a couple of other things. The Wild Wolf Tarot deck and you as an individual have brought me peace and insight in so many ways. From personal healing and growth to the growth and healing of external relationships. You, this deck, and the medicine of the wolf have given life a new meaning. I feel free to make my own choices, stand up for myself, and create my own boundaries, as well as being comfortable in my own skin. On a business aspect, resonating with this deck has made the delivery of my readings so meaningful and accurate. The compliments and resonating feedback I receive from clients lets me know that I am accurate and on the right path and in the right place. For that, I cannot thank you enough. I hope that you continue your path. Duh! And know you, I mean that in like the sweetest way. Like, yes, absolutely. I don't know why I just randomly said that. And know that you are doing amazing work while helping others along the way. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with and create next with lots of gratitude and love. This letter is so meaningful to me. I've received so many kind, thoughtful, loving words in the form of feedback on Etsy, in my Instagram, through emails. I've never received a handwritten letter like this from someone who has received my deck, and this is so special, so thoughtful. And it came right before we're about a week away from the launch of edition 2 of this deck. So it is so special. I am going to frame this, keep this in my office space, continue to provide this space with good, loving, beautiful energy. As when equinox came around, I just cleaned out every one of my altars, cleansed them, put new energy, intentions into them. So this is one of them. Thank you so much to the person who wrote this. You know who you are if you're watching this. What it's like having two pups that love the energy of your altars. And when you go to do a little work, you have both of them on top of you, literally wedged up in the corner of the altar spaces. You guys are too funny. So we are officially 1 week away from the launch of the Kickstarter for the second edition of my deck, the Wild Wolf Tarot. I'm so excited. Been posting a lot today to spread the word. As you may know this, if you know Kickstarter, it's in the hands of the people. It's in the hands of the viewer. Creating a Kickstarter is a big deal. I'm sure for a lot of people who make a campaign, often it comes from a place of, I can't do this alone. I don't have all this money in my savings to pull out and make my own tarot deck from scratch, self-publishing myself. I just don't. Even the second time around, you don't. Or at least I don't. So it's in the hands of the people, meaning you help to fund the deck, help me create the deck. So through that, covering shipping costs, covering the printing cost, it is expensive to self-publish your own deck. And if people desire it, if people want it, this is one way that it can easily be brought to life. Someone gets a deck for supporting, and it goes to the printing and processing. Hope that makes sense. I think it's amazing how communities can come together. It takes a village sometimes for these things, so I'm just so grateful that these villages and tribes and communities of people exist to come support if they want to, something that they really believe in, a project they love, and also be the first to get it in return. So that's why I love Kickstarter, why we're doing it again for round 2. Probably last Kickstarter, as this feels like the complete and final version of the deck that I'll be self-publishing. Who knows later on if I take on a publisher, but if I continue to self-publishing, it will most likely be through Kickstarter. So this may be the final Kickstarter before any of that happens. We'll see, but excited nonetheless, and just so grateful to have this as an opportunity. So yeah, come take a look at it. Links are in the bio. That new video I posted. So So this is a clip I took from my hike with Shannon. We saw rams again, which means it's getting colder out. I saw spirit numbers. We went to Trader Joe's. Well, me and Dieter did, as we go there weekly for our groceries. Got my vegan bolognese. And next day. So here I'm setting up my space for a closing ceremony with one of my clients who I spent 6 months with, guiding through one-to-one mentorship. My mentorship is called Shamanic Soul Healing, if you're ever curious and interested in applying. And it was beautiful. It used runes and all sorts of magical tools to conclude our time together. And then I had a little emotional thing move through my body a few hours later, and kept on rocking. I joined Dieter on a evening trip to pick up a sleeping bag, and you'll see why in the end of this vlog and absolutely in the next vlog. So some pretty views of the mountains from that little trip. We had to drive a ways away to get to that. Hi, buddy. So I was just driving home, got home from a day's work at the metaphysical shop that I read at for in-person interaction with clients and local folks who are looking for guidance, whether that be shamanic guidance, spiritual guidance. As you saw yesterday, as I shared just kind of that vulnerable emotional moment I was moving through, and I had a beautiful day of doing a few readings. Where'd it go? Oh, it's on the floor over there. I just got one piece of my Halloween costume this year, which is to be a witcher with my fiance. And today I found like $10 from a tip that I got last week that I forgot. I left in my magic bag. This is the bag that I bring with me every time. It's really heavy. Every time I do my work, it's full of decks, it's full of altar cloths, it's full of crystals and all the things to basically set up my own mini altar reading space when I travel to do that. Again, I found $10. And then I put the $10 in my everyday to-go purse, in case I wanted it or needed it to use it, rather than have it in here and not there. And since kind of the story or the emotion, the thing that came up yesterday for me was about, mainly money, resources, security. It's like a deep soul code of mine to just have security. I'm sure that's for everyone. It was very interesting because on my ride home, I passed by a homeless man on the street. His sign basically just said, "Anything can help." And without even thinking, without a thought in my brain, I remembered the $10 that I just found and put in this wallet for myself to use, and just whipped it out and said, "Here you go." And after that, I just kind of received the beautiful thought and message again of like, I have a deep knowing everything's going to be fine. And the worrying, I really need to reel back my worrying. I really need to reel back my worrying and just sink deeper into trust. Sink deeper into trust. Seek deeper into trust. Listen to what I need in the moment. Honor that. And just move forward. And right after I did that, and it felt really good, I saw my spirit number 19 on a car pass, and I've been seeing 19 all this week. So thanks, Spirit. Now we're officially prepping to go on our backpacking hiking trip for tomorrow. Tomorrow I really want to be intentional with this hiking trip, as it's been a long time since I've slept in the woods, and it is one of my most soul nourishing experiences. It's one of the experiences that really brought me onto the path of shamanism, because hiking to me is just a metaphor for the journey that we're all on. Being in the woods, all the lessons that come from that is so deep and nourishing for me, and so allows me to be so introspective, which I really need. So I intend to put some really special intentions around this hiking trip. I intend to be very aware, present on this hiking trip, to let go of anything with the elements that present themselves to be, whether it be wind, or if we have space to make a fire, if we're even allowed to make a fire, or water, whoever wants to come in, the earth, and yeah, sink in. So I'm excited to start packing tonight. The pups are going into boarding because you've never gone backpacking or camping before, and that would be really crazy to do all of a sudden when we're not really prepared to bring the dogs. So dogs are going to boarding. They have a lovely time at the boarding place that we've set them up in. When we went to Spain, they had a freaking blast. Like, Storm honestly came back a happier dog, and that made me so excited for her. And yeah, waiting for my honey to get home. He's gonna make us some dinner. He likes to make paella for us on Friday nights, inspired by our trip from Spain. So I'm excited for him to come home, for us to eat that, for us to pack, and for me to show him my new sword. You're gonna go to your place of happiness.
I'm just confused. Not for you, sometimes. I bet this would fuck up a human.
Can we open that? Oh, this is my pocket stove. That's funny. First aid kit. Ah. Old ass first aid kit. It's like yellowing. Cool. What?
Eating utensil.
I have. For you?
Yeah. That's it.
Fucking love it here. Yes.